Okay, so today we're going to be talking about the tune Billie's Bounce by Charlie Parker. It's a 12-bar blues in the key of F. So let's jump into the intro. I transcribed this directly off of the original recording, and I believe it was actually Dizzy Gillespie playing the piano on this recording because Miles Davis is playing the trumpet while Bird or Charlie Parker is playing the saxophone. So let's jump into the intro. We start off with an A minor or an A minor 9, and I'm using a hybrid style of picking where I'm holding the pick and I'm also using two of my fingers to pluck the other notes of the chord. You want to let these chords ring out because we're trying to make it sound like a piano. Okay, so this is basically a 3-6-2-5-1 turnaround. I'm kind of thinking of it as A minor to A flat minor, but they're really playing a D flat 7th. It's almost the same chord, A flat minor or D flat 7th, and then G minor or G minor 7th, and then C7, or in this case C7 with a sharp 9 or C7 altered. You can think of it either way. So let's do that one more time. Here's the intro. And those are just some fourths at the end there. Okay, and then the first note leading into the melody. So here's the melody. Now what I'm going to do here is I'm throwing in some of the chord hits that I heard on the recording in between the melody. Okay, so these are optional. You don't have to play these. And in fact, if you're a beginner, I would recommend just skipping the chord hits and just trying to play the single note melody. Okay, you can even skip the intro if this is the first time that you're playing a jazz, blues, or a bebop melody. I would just focus on the single notes from the melody. So I would start right here. Now here's a chord hit, which is a B flat 7. Okay, so let's do that again. Then we have a little F6. I'm throwing in a lot of F6 chords for the one chord. So here it is. Another F6. Then you go into the flat third to the third. A little trill. And then right here, the melody is, if you're just playing the single note melody, just grab those notes, the higher notes, so the F to the G. But with the two horns, I'm mimicking the two horns on the guitar, and I'm doing this. Okay, so I'm barring and then moving that lower voice down. So here it is again. Okay. Then we get to the B flat chord. I do another chord hit, and then we have, I throw in another chord hit. It's an F6 right there, almost the same shape as before. So let's do that from the B flat again. This is a really cool line. So you have two enclosures. All right, so you're focusing on that note right there, the F sharp. We enclose that note, and I'm thinking of this as like a D7 chord. So it's enclosing the third and walking up to this D note, okay? And that's gonna get us to the 2 chord, or G minor or G minor 7th. Now this next part is from G minor. It's basically a G minor 7th with a major 7th. So we're kind of walking down, but also playing notes of the arpeggio. And then we walk down the major scale. I throw in another chord hit. And then here's the same part from the beginning, but this time I'm playing both horn parts. So I'm playing what Miles is playing on top and what Bird is playing below. Okay, so Miles is playing and Bird is playing. So when you put them together, again, if this is your first time playing this tune and you're new to bebop, just play the single notes, just play the high note. So just play that part and you'll be fine. Okay, so there it is. That is the whole 12-bar blues, Billie's Bounce. Like I said before, it's a traditional 12-bar blues or a traditional jazz blues. It's got the 2-5-1 at the end, which is G minor, C to F, and then the turnaround at the end. The only additional stuff in this song is basically before the turnaround, you have an A minor to a D7 or an A minor to an A flat minor. And that's just walking you into the G minor 7, C7, and then back to the F chord at the end. So it's walking you, it's basically a 3-6 before the 2-5-1 at the end. If you're not familiar with jazz blues, I have some other videos that go over the different chords, and I talk a little bit about more how to solo over this. So I'll link those above so that you can check those out if you're not familiar with soloing over a 12-bar blues. So I would recommend practicing this melody, get it down, then you can try the chord hits, and then you can try to work out that intro, and then put it all together at the end, work on it really slowly, and then try to play it up to speed. Okay, if you enjoy these videos, please check out my Patreon. On my Patreon, I have all my PDFs, all my tabs, backing tracks, and a lot more, and it helps support the channel. So thank you guys for watching. I'll see you on the next one.